What's going on, guys? We have another edition of our top five positions in the NBA for this season. We're taking a look at small forward. And before we get into our top five, I want to mention a few honorable mentions we have. They include last season's NBA Finals MVP, Andre Iguodala from the Golden State Warriors, who, of course, had an excellent Finals series against LeBron James and the Cavaliers. Very good defender, very clutch, shooting from the three. So he had a great postseason. We also have Rudy Gay from the Sacramento Kings, who had a pretty good year last year on a pretty bad Sacramento team. He's a much more consistent shooter and much better awareness on defense, I would say. And finally, our last member of the honorable mentions is Khris Middleton from the Milwaukee Bucks. Got a big contract this past offseason and looking to do a lot more damage for a young Bucks team that has a lot of other playmakers on it. So now, Jack, we're going to start now at number 5 on our small forward list. Who do you have?
At number 5, we have Gordon Hayward from Butler University. Each year in the league, he's improved in all categories, starting from his rookie season when he only averaged 5 points a game till last year when he was all the way up to 19 points a game. I do expect him to average over 20 points a game this year for the Utah Jazz as they look to take the next step and make the NBA playoffs. He's bulked up over the summer and added versatility to his game. He's looking to go in more into the post this year and take advantage of some of that size. He's averaged 5 rebounds and 4 assists, so he does have playmaking ability, and he's looking to close out games this year for the Jazz. Like I said, they're expecting to make a jump into the playoffs in the Western Conference, and he's going to be a big part of it. So, John, who do we have at number 4?
So now at number 4, we have Carmelo Anthony from the New York Knicks. Some of you might be a little confused about this because he was hurt last year, but I think that Carmelo is a very good player when healthy. He's a consistent scorer. We all know that. He shoots very well from the field goal percentage. He shot a 44% last year, 45% the year before. His three-point percentage did dip a little bit last year. He was shooting 34%, where in the past he had shot 40 and 38%. But he is still a very consistent scorer, very consistent shooter, and when he's healthy, he makes that offense. He makes that offense go. So now at number 3, Jack, who do we have there?
At number 3, we have Kawhi Leonard from San Diego State University. Obviously, for us, the top 3 were pretty clear-cut. It was just a question of how the order was going to go. So, Kawhi Leonard, ultimate defender, probably the best defender in the entire league, the only guy to really consistently give LeBron James trouble. He averaged 16 points a game last year, and his field goal attempts went up to 13. Now, this year, I expect him to have a similar year to last year, but I wouldn't expect much improvement in terms of per-game numbers. He did average 7 rebounds and a block and 2 steals a game. But with the addition of LaMarcus Aldridge, his per-game numbers are going to remain about the same, but I expect his efficiency to rise. So he only shot 35% from three-point land, but I expect that number to go up close to 40% with the number of wide-open looks that he's going to be getting with a LaMarcus Aldridge added to that offense. So, John, who do we have at number 2?
Well, number 2 should be no surprise to anybody. That's Kevin Durant from the Oklahoma City Thunder from University of Texas. Durant is, of course, the best scorer in the entire NBA, the most consistent and efficient shooter. You talk about Carmelo being a great shooter. Kevin Durant is so much higher than that. He also gives you good defense. He's a good ball handler. He averaged 5.5 assists in his MVP season. He averaged 4 last season. In his shortened season, he only played 27 games. When healthy, Kevin Durant makes the argument for the best player in the NBA with LeBron. But can he get back to that level of performance after his injuries? Well, it remains to be seen. But I'm definitely banking on it. So, Jack, go ahead and make the most not surprising pick for number 1 position.
Right. I mean, this is pretty anticlimactic. LeBron James, obviously the best small forward, obviously the best player in the entire association. I mean, just based off these numbers right here in the NBA Finals, carrying a team where the second best player may have been Matthew Dellavedova.
Right.
He averaged 36 points a game, 13 rebounds, and 9 assists. all by himself. Yes, his percentages were pretty low, but when it's just you out there versus an entire team of great players, honestly, it's going to be tough to shoot for great percentages. You guys know the deal with LeBron James. He's a almost a pass-first small forward at 6'8", 250 pounds. He's going to get the team going offensively. He looks to distribute first, score second, which is what you'd want from a star player. And he is just simply the best player in the entire association. All right, guys, that's what we had to say for our top 5 small forwards. Let us know what you guys think for your top 5 in the comments below, and subscribe.